Yeah, this is God Consent Podcast. Before the podcast starts, I'm Ross. That's Mark. This is Adam, but you don't see him. Anyways.
Yes, I'm camera shy. Deal.
Yeah.
We are not live yet, but...
Yeah, we will be soon. We'll be talking to Lucas.
We're talking to Lucas Bombach.
And you never did clarify what exactly his position is.
His position he's running for.
State Senate.
No, I mean, what...
District 18.
What makes him different than all the other bazillion other politicians out there?
Well, we're going to find that out.
Yeah. But I was talking to this kid just yesterday after I left you guys and my car and stuff, and he was really upset over a lot of stuff. We more or less came over here to greet leader, and I was like, wait, one of the major problems with the food area, right, is the fact that most people have grass gardens rather than food gardens.
Wasn't the FTA trying to get it so that regular people weren't allowed to do
exactly.
gardens?
We talked about that a little bit, yeah.
I have both copies of the legislation if anyone's interested.
Yeah. Actually, no, this made it interesting.
Yeah.
You know,
the Senate and the House versions.
We're going to be talking to Bombach.
Lucas Bombach.
Bombach, okay. I'm trying to remember the last name. I know I got the first name really well. Bombach, about that after we talked about some his idea beyond economics and education, stuff like that. So,
okay.
Because we really want to know, because you know me, I'm so libertarian that I don't want the government. Period.
Right.
That's not to say I don't want some kind of governing. Just I believe people can self-govern to a greater extent than is necessary for that negates the necessity for governments, basically.
Right.
Which of course, you know, I'm the extreme in that case. On this show, anyways.
Well, I guess some people have actually described me as a progressive libertarian.
Well, yeah, considering some of the stuff you were writing last night, what I caught briefly, even before I went and grabbed Adam.
I was depressed, Mark.
Yeah. There was also like a little thing here about...
Is such a thing possible?
Is a little depressed?
No.
A progressive, a libertarian?
Yes.
It depends on how you define progressive. It depends how you define libertarian.
Progressive
It depends how you define is.
Progressive struck me as all the programs that I see listed as progressive and all the ideologies that are progressive seem to be exactly 180 off of libertarian.
Okay, here's the sense. Here's how I would explain it.
It's kind of like saying you're a Republican Democrat.
Okay, well, can I explain?
Well, not Republican socialist, though.
Yes.
Can I explain? All right.
Yeah.
Basically, libertarian in the sense that you would stay out of foreign entanglements by withdrawing the military off of every base around the planet.
With the exception of domestic bases.
With the exception of domestic bases. Stay out of the lives completely while still providing basic services to get people out of the straits and climbing up the social ladder.
Well, the problem with that, though, is a lot of progressive stuff doesn't actually help that way.
I know.
And I believe it's by design, honestly.
Yeah. I know. To a sense, I am somewhat progressive, but at the same sense, I'm not. Does that make sense?
Well, you do come from the socialist side. You did mention that you used to be a socialist.
Yeah.
I used to be a conservative. And you've been fairly neutral, actually, considering. Maybe nationalistic. But oh well.
Fairly nationalistic, I'll grant you that. Mostly because we have several things that make our nation unique that give it the potential of being the greatest.
Well, the ideals
Easy one being, easy one being, we had no inherent culture of our own, so we begged, borrowed, and stole culture from everybody else. We got to look at this country and go, what works here, what doesn't. Let's take what works and keep it. Let's take what doesn't work and junk that, and we'll go look at this country and go, right.
Hey, one more time?
1 minute till showtime.
Hey, we actually do talk like this, not just on the podcast, so...
Yeah.
And so that gives us...
We have a countdown of 53 seconds now. 50.
Add to that, we're the only nation in history...
47.
...who has the ability to...
44.
...scrap it all and start over.
What?
40.
Bloodlessly built into it.
37.
Okay, there's two parts here. First part is that...
34.
Actually, a lot of his Anglo
seconds. 31
English law,
seconds.
It was a culture we had beforehand. And
27
but
seconds.
anyways, and the second part, a lot of
24
them
seconds.
still act. Some do have that turnover.
21
nowadays,
seconds.
anyways. So a lot of the countries do.
By
18
design, that they can
seconds.
scrap everything and start over.
14
Maybe not. They
seconds.
still the bloodlessing, which considers kind of
11
design to it,
seconds. 8.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3,